Okay. Hi, everyone. How are you? I hope you're having a blessed, I think, morning where you are is probably like what? 9 a.m. back in the States, 9:10. It's 5:33 p.m. here in Dar es Salaam. I am in the garden. Um, the sheds are over there on the next lot. So I just wanted to make this video to give a big shout out to those who came through last night, who, asked the questions and were really interested in what I had to say about the CMOS entrepreneurship and getting involved in the business. And so I appreciate those of you who came out. I thank you so much. I also want to really give a shout out to the investors in this company because y'all rock. You believe in the vision that that I put forth, and you have stood with me, through some real like rough scenarios. So I genuinely appreciate everyone who came out. For people who would like to continue to participate in the CMOS, we're going to do another meeting again tonight. So I will also send that out as well for those of you who couldn't make it last night and those of you who would like to get involved in the CMOS industry or in the CMOS business. So what we're offering is unique to the marketplace. Everyone kind of like clutches the information for themselves. Like, you can't know where I get it from. You can't know who I buy it from. And what I am doing is saying, yes, this is where we get it from. This is the quality of the product, and we can offer you a turnkey opportunity that you don't necessarily you know, touch. You don't have to store the thing in your house. You don't have to even fulfill the orders yourself. It's a complete turnkey system that I've developed using our logistics. We are a certified company by the Tanzanian Investment Center. We have our export license. We've been exporting to the United States. Um, so we have all of the logistics and the ducks in the row, and now we can turn it on to something that we can assist others with. So, and the reason why we can do that is because we are not just offering CMOS. We also have, traditional CMOS. We have our own product, right? We have a license from the Tanzanian government for our own product to collect our own wild CMOS, and it's very different from what else is there on the market. This has been scientifically proven against COVID-19. As I said before, it has been scientifically proven as an effective aid against type 2 diabetes. I'm reading from the back of our of our product. So it has powerful sulfated polysaccharides in the form of galactans, and it's proven effective against HPV, HeLa cell lines, HIV, hepatitis, Klebsiella pneumonia, Salmonella, E. coli, Bacillus, Staphylococcus, SARS-CoV-2, COVID-19, HT-29 colorectal adenocarcinoma cells, Jurkat leukemia, MALT4 lymphomas, herpes 1 and 2. So it's designed by Mother Nature to bring you optimal health. So they say that those who have more can do more. So we are not necessarily competing with other people uh for the same space of CMOS. What we're trying to do is bring more quality CMOS to the marketplace, and that involves farming. That involves getting certain relationships on the ground. That involves building logistics. That involves a variety of different steps to getting to making it available for other people. And so there are certain things that we had to do, that I had to do, in order to get here. And it took a lot. And as you can see, I gained probably a pound a day because it was a lot of work, right? But you know, for those who've been given much is required. Um, and so I feel like uh there is a lot that is required of me, but I don't think that it was all that I've done is just for me to say, okay, great, I got everything I want. And the reason why I'm putting this out there now is because we do have time constraints for which people would need to decide whether or not this is something that they want to get involved in or not. We will be doing things on a cyclical process, right? But for the next opportunity after. Thank you, Shanna. Okay, so let me put my email address because y'all don't want to hear me rambling on and talking all kinds of stuff up here. So let me put the email address for those of you who do not know me, never seen me before. Let me see. And I appreciate those of you who are sending this video to their friends. You know, last night we had a gentleman in the group, and he has actually been here, and he is in the CMOS business, and someone sent him the video that I was talking about yesterday, and he got it right away. And that's what I want. I want people who are in the space or who have an idea to see the value in what we're doing, who understand the value in what we're doing. And because what that gentleman could do, he could speak from a position of experience and understand the value of what we're bringing to the marketplace as aside to what he had to experience on his own, trying to bring this high quality CMOS from Tanzania, the cost of purchasing the CMOS, the cost of putting it on a container, the cost of, okay, so now where am I going to store this container? Now how am I going to fulfill these orders? And all of those incremental costs, I'm bringing a solution to that for how we can work together in a more cohesive way to make this an actual profitable opportunity for us all. And for what the investment it requires in order to start this, what you make back on it, I can literally say that you can make. I want you to come to the meeting. I'm not going to sit here and tell you all of this stuff. I want you to come to the meeting, and I want you to look at what I have to offer and what I have to say. Our next container is going out in a few more weeks. And so during that time, between now and then, we need to get seaweed. We need to package the seaweed for those of you who already have packaging. If you don't already have packaging, we can source the packaging for you. We're going to have to stuff it. We're going to have to batch and lot number it. We're going to have to seal it. We're going to have to do a lot of things to prepare it for that time. So if anyone else is looking to get on, this is the time to get on. This is the time to meet. So we only have like 21 days out from which we can actually do something, right? And then from there, I'm only interested in taking 10 people at a time. Reason being is I do not want to overburden our logistics partner on the other side in the United States. And so we can only accept 10 partners on with our warehousing and logistics and all of that. So for those of you who do not have packaging, we can source the packaging, but it is also based on a limited basis because we are in Tanzania. Not everyone has, just piles and piles of stuff just hanging around. So you might be able to get, 2,000 bags here and 1,000 bag there. And so that's not really, it's a first come, first serve basis where it comes to packaging. That's number one. And number two is if you are already in the business and you are selling and you have packaging and you're getting your stuff packaged in China, you can also send that directly to us so that we can stuff it, seal it, do everything that you need and fulfill it directly for you. So we're about to bust this wide open for a lot of people. For people who see the opportunities, can't get at the opportunities. Maybe your strengths are social media marketing. You're going to need that if you're going to come into this. Maybe your strengths are networking. Maybe you're somebody who's very deeply tied into your church and you have your own network and your own system, but you just don't have a place to store it and to go through all of the stuff that you need to go through. Those are the kind of people that we are looking for. Maybe you are hungry and you are just sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you're sick and tired of your job or whatever have you, and you see how you can use your network or the people that you have around you that you can grow and boost and build your business. And maybe, just maybe, having access to this healthy product, this quality product that is going to improve your life. Mambo, Kazea. Mambo. Yeah, so maybe just having access to this quality product that was not raised in, in farms. I'm sorry, not farms, in what do they call them? Ponds or tanks, that we are sure was being grown in the beautiful African sun, that we are sure of the quantity and the quality of the product. Maybe just having access to that product where you can say, okay, I am going to make something with this. I'm going to make some gels. I'm going to make some soap. I'm going to make some shampoo. You see, I'm not worried about so many of us doing this because not everybody is going to be doing the same thing. As I just said, I am doing something completely different. You are doing something completely different. So I am not concerned too much about other people, right? And I don't think you should be either. What I think you should be concerned about is trying to find a way or honing in on your marketing skills and your ability to sell so that this can be like rocket fuel that just sends you to the moon. I think that's what people need to be focusing on. So those of you who came out to the meeting, everybody's mind was in the right place. You know, I did 5 meetings yesterday. Don't ask me how. I went to bed at 4:30 a.m. Tanzanian time, and I was up by 9 a.m. Rocking and rolling and trying to get everything moving. So we do have a lot of things that are moving forward. We do have a lot of things that I would like to share. And I want to give everyone a big, clear picture. No hidden fees, no, I didn't know, none of that stuff. I want y'all to have a clear picture because the benefits completely outweigh the costs exponentially. Hey, Bria. Nice to see you too. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, so the benefits outweigh the costs exponentially. And what I'm doing isn't so revolutionary. The Chinese do it. When I was in China and I was studying the China customs and quarantine system, they have these entire systems where these families, this one might only have this amount of product and that one only have that amount of product, and they pool it all together and they put themselves on containers and they get themselves to where they need to go, and they share things. Even if you go onto Amazon right now, Amazon is completely overran by Chinese. How is that? because the Chinese are now flooding the market, because the way how they do things is you might see one product, like let's say, for example, there was a unicorn hoodie that I bought for JoJo. That unicorn hoodie exists in about 6 different shops, and probably some is like 10 cent different, 1 cent different, but they're all coming out of the exact same factory, but they're all divided by different people, and sometimes they're all one family. And that's something that I learned in China, and it's very hard for me to let that go, that I cannot bring that to the table. I cannot, I'm not going to let go this unity that I saw. You could finish working all day long and you still have to go and sit and eat with your boss. You still have to go and sit and eat with your colleagues. You still have to go and sit and eat with the uncle and with the nephew, and they're still chucking away at business and cutting, and putting things together. And this is something that I have seen with the Chinese my whole entire life. My mentor in Jamaica was a Chinese businessman, and when I went to China, I realized that this is something that is ingrained in their customs. They share information, they share how they do things. And unfortunately, we who have been afflicted with the Western mentality of doing things, we believe that it is just me and mine, and I'm going to get up and I'm going to get on. Right. And so we don't know how to process each other when we see each other coming with this spirit of like, why don't we all do this together? Right? Why don't we just see if we can make this work together? So here I am again. I'm coming back with the same conversation because I know that we can do better. I am tired of seeing other groups and other people and witnessing it firsthand doing better and achieving more and excelling more, right? Meanwhile, we are just the consumers, right? We're just the consumers of that product. And so now when you look at it from the position that I'm in, and I'm in a very, very unique position. I'm the director of this company. We're the only ones who hold these kinds of license, exporting from mainland Tanzania. Our partnerships throughout the different kinds of agencies are extremely strong. There are things that we are doing that no one else is doing. That puts us in the position to change the game, not just for ourselves, but for the farmers and for our family back home, our wider family. So I strongly suggest that those of you who can come, do come to this meeting this evening. It's probably going to be, I'm going to say 7 p.m. Eastern time. That will give you all enough time to get home from work, eat your dinner. That will give me enough time to take a nap and be ready for having a healthy conversation. Bring your questions. Be prepared to ask questions about how does this work. And I'm going to give you a presentation. I'm going to give you some background. I'm going to give you some information. And, I believe that the position that I am in is not just, oh, great, look at me. And I don't subscribe to that idea of, yeah, I've accomplished many things before even coming to Tanzania. So if it's about accomplishments, I could talk about the things that I won and all the things that I did and all the places I've been and all that stuff. It's not about accomplishments. It's about how am I using the position that I have to create opportunities for other people to also benefit in the same exponential way. That is the question. And that's the question that I ask myself every single day. Not necessarily just talking about other people and talking about me and talking about this and talking about that. It is, they said, those for those who have given much, much is required. And I have been given a lot before this. Before coming to Tanzania, I have many things in my life to be grateful for. So come to the meeting this evening. It's free, right? you know, maybe I should charge to start weeding out people, but it is free, right? And there is a time limit associated with what we're looking to do. When you come to the meeting, you'll get more. Wait. Yes, Shania, this is for y'all back in the States. This is for people who, specifically people in the United States of America. We currently do not have any networks in the UK, and we don't have any in Europe. And this is not to say that it is not coming. We don't have networks in Canada. We have networks in the United States. So we are able to work in a way directly from Tanzania straight to the United States to provide opportunity for people back home who would like to participate in the sea moss business. Why should other people, just because they have certain things, benefit more than those of us who are actually using the product and using the thing? And I take this sea moss thing very seriously. Like I said before, and many times before, I was diagnosed with a brain tumor in 2013, and I used the sea moss to heal and help myself. And you know, the hormones that were preventing me from being fertile, those were in check. And the child you see running around here calling herself JoJo, she did not exist prior to you know, me helping myself with the sea moss. So I believe in it, and I know what it can do for a living, breathing fact. So I haven't done anything else with my life since I'm like, okay, this is it. And it's no coincidence, and it must be for a purpose. Penelope, we don't have yet the logistics and the network for Western Europe, but we are working on them. So we don't have all of those things in place. The reason being is because the United States way of doing business at certain levels, there are new and innovative ways of doing things that other countries have yet to catch up to, right? Yes, Shania. So we'll get there, Penelope. Yeah, it's extremely beneficial, and so I don't see why, you know, anyone else, people coming from China, should come here, purchase it, and you know, do all different kinds of stuff to it, and then sell it back after it's been like completely, you know, sucked up all of its nutritional value, and sell it to you because you don't know and you haven't been educated and you haven't been in the industry, so you don't necessarily know exactly what you're consuming, right? So there is a lot of different factors to it. So why should we put this thing that we consume, that is grown by us, into the hands of other people? I am in the position of the same wealthy Europeans and the same wealthy Chinese who have the agency to come and purchase and resell it. And okay, so what am I going to do, right? If you look at the people who hold the license that we hold and exporting from where we're exporting from and doing what they're doing, they don't look like me. They don't look like me. As a matter of fact, we're the only one. And the rest of them are European folk in Europe, from Europe, in doing things in Zanzibar. So they don't look like us, and we can do something different. We can take control of the opportunity of the industry of a quality product that belongs to us for our benefit and our use and our upliftment, right? So please come to the meeting this evening. I'm going to now finish my work. For those of you who came to the meeting last night, watch your email boxes. I'm giving you, you know, a documentation to, you know, so you can see all of what we discussed, things in writing. You can do your own cost to benefit analysis. Yes. Thank you, Black Butterfly. There you go. Yeah. So you can do your own, CBA, your own cost to benefit analysis, so you can have an idea of what is happening and where you fit into it. I'm looking for people who got that connection. Yes, yes, Penelope. I think us together we can do a tremendous amount of things if we do it together. There's so many things that society wouldn't change unless people were together as a group, right? So let me go finish up what I'm doing. I have some other things that I need to sort out here on the ground. So it's been 25 minutes. It's been fun. It's been real. Y'all watch this, share it with people who you think this would be of value to. And I hope to see y'all later this evening. Send me the email. After you send me the email, I will send you a link to the Zoom meeting, and I will see y'all at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It is free. There is no cost to attend. Exactly, Penelope, group economics. They practice it. I've seen it in practice. I know how they practice it, and this is why I have always, always talked about this, because we are not going to accomplish anything if we adapt the singularity of just me. And the irony is, the American society that preaches capitalism of, okay, it's just one white man and his dream that accomplished the unbelievable. That is definitely not true. It's one white man, his white wife, his wife kid, the dog, and the neighbor's kid that all be stuffing stuff in their garage. And one day he happened to be at some kind of trade show and got introduced to someone, and wow, he got his luck. Okay. And so I want people to erase these ideas of singularity from their mind. We are one, we are a community, and if we work together, we can accomplish more. Okay. Thank y'all so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.